Good morning. It is Friday, 9 o'clock. Part of my plan for my YouTube and stuff is to document my journey starting up UGC. Sorry, excuse me. And what goes into it, like how I'm preparing and what happens day to day. So at the moment I am on annual leave. It's Easter holidays, so I booked 2 weeks off. Freddie is playing Roblox in the other room. I have got up this morning, taken my vitamins. Now I find that taking my vitamins really helps me. I notice a massive difference when I don't take them. I feel really lethargic and sluggish, so I forgot to take them for like 2 weeks and I felt awful, so I started taking them again the day before yesterday, so I've had my third lot this morning and I feel energetic. You know, I'm not sluggish and not wanting to get up and do stuff. So Freddie got up at 5:45 today. I come down, did the dishwasher, made a cup of tea, did him some breakfast. My second load of washing is already on. I've emptied all of the bins in the kitchen. I've hung up some laundry in here. It's overcast again, it looks like it's going to rain, so I'm not going to put it out on the line. I've stripped Freddie's bed and remade that. I've got all the washing down from upstairs because clearly I'm the only one that knows how to move it from upstairs to the washing basket or washing machine. What else have I done? I've tidied the conservatory and hoovered out here. I'm very much of the opinion clear space, clear mind. So my conservatory is a bit of a dumping ground and it can get chaotic, but this is where my desk is. So yeah, I had Freddie's big rocket out here which I sold yesterday, so that's out the way now and it's made it look a lot more tidy and calm and clean. So I've done the Asda online food shop this morning as well because we've got nothing in, and they only had slots tonight after 9 p.m. and I'll be in bed by then, so I've booked it for 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, so we should have just enough stuff to tide us over for tomorrow. But it was a big shop with all the laundry products, which are like 10-12 quid each. Deodorant, that's gone up to £4.50, like that's ridiculous. So yeah, it costs 200 quid. That should see us through a fortnight. We might have to do a top up next week of some fresh stuff, but I've run the freezer down. I've tried to use up everything that we've got. So yeah, that's that. What I'm doing now is I've got a plan. I've ordered some stuff off Temu for filming. So when I was filming yesterday for my UGC intro, what I could have really done with was a filming backdrop. So I looked online, I went on Amazon and they're on there for like 20, 30, 40 quid the frame with the clips and everything and just like a plain background. Oh, someone's phoning me, hold on. So that was my friend from work. So obviously, as you know, I have a full-time job that is very demanding. It's for local government and I've been doing it for years. So I have drawn the short straw. I started off as a triage officer 8 years ago, and our triage officer left on Christmas Eve and they haven't been able to recruit into that position yet. So I've been doing my normal job and covering triage, and there's a whole system, spreadsheets, like it's all quite complicated, but everyone's been off, so there's like 8 of us in total, and over the past 3 weeks half the team's been off on leave and then the other half are off on leave, so there's 2 people in this week covering. They thought I was back Monday, but I'm not. I'm off for another week, so there's stuff that needs to be done, but they're not sure how the system works with the spreadsheet and stuff. So bless her. Sorry to call you while you're off, but that's fine. I don't mind. Like as long as I'm not hounded like every day, stuff like that. I don't mind calling and answering because you know there was a stage where I'd be off and people would be messaging me saying, "What do I do with this?" or phoning me, "What do I do with that?" And I'm like, I sort of said, "Well, I'm on annual leave, so I don't really want to take work calls." But stuff like that, I don't mind. Odd message here and there. Anyway, what I was saying, I need to put you on charge in a minute. What I was saying was my plan today is to map my content. So obviously I just said I'm off work for another week. That week's going to fly by, and then when I'm back at work I'm going to need a clear structure so I know what I'm doing. So I'm printing off some trackers and planners and task lists that I use, and I'm going to sit and plan out 6 to 8 weeks of content, and then that will take me through to the next half term. Not that I'm off the next half term, but it's sort of a marker for, you know, where I have to take Freddie to school, do the school runs, any meetings and stuff like that on top of work. At least half term I don't have to worry about school. So I'm just printing off, the printer is connected to my phone, so I want to print pages. I only want to print certain pages of this. It's a 25-page document. I don't want all of that. So page 3 I want. Right. And how many copies do I want? So this is the weekly planner, so we'll go for 8 copies of that, so we can do 8 weeks. Where I do multiple, right, that's working. I'd obviously do multiple platforms, so this is for my long YouTube vlog. I also do YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram, and I'm starting Facebook. I didn't open that. Right, let's try again. So my neurodivergent brain, I'll just go off into something else, you'll sort of realise that. What is going on? Okay. So I'm printing that off to plan that out. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. 4 platforms. So Instagram, TikTok, I've been doing Instagram for a few years. TikTok I've been doing for a year. Or, well, not really a year, just under a year. And I've just started up Facebook as well. So what I try to do is batch film content, and then I will break it down into various reels and posts to post on the different platforms. But some platforms like slightly different kind of things. So what I'm doing is planning out, because if it was just Instagram, that'd be fine. I could do it sort of in my head, but because there's 4 different platforms, I need to write down what I'm going to do, otherwise I'll just get lost and this isn't going to work. So I'll sort my planners out. I'm going to get a little folder to put them in. I might have already bought one actually. See, this is where my neurodivergent brain just fucks off and does its own thing, because I'm sure I've bought some folders. There we go. I bought some already, see? I know I did that. So that can go in there. So I'm doing a weekly planner, and then I will do a daily task list as well, so I know each day what I've got to do. And then I'm more inclined to stick to that then and follow the schedule, because I want this to work, it's got to work. Printer, that was the other thing I was going to say. So this printer, I had an HP printer, and I didn't use it a lot, but it was crap. It was okay at first, but I'd use it sporadically, so I'd print some stuff off and wouldn't use it for a few months and print some stuff off and stuff like that. And then it stopped working. Like, I tried all sorts of things with it, but it just wouldn't print properly. Like, the ink wasn't in the right places. I checked all of the ink, I cleaned all of the heads, I aligned it, like I did everything. and it just still wouldn't print properly. So I ordered this printer. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Canon, and it prints, scans, photocopies. My other one did as well, but this is a bit nicer. Freddie told me he's got one of these at school when I was unpacking it. That's like my teacher's printer. But it was half price. I got it for 40 quid in the sale. It was meant to be 80, and it came with the ink. And it's actually really good. And I mean, it was a pain in the arse to set up Wi-Fi wise, because we changed internet providers, and then we had a new box, and I had a new phone, and oh my god, it was just a palaver. So it took me about 3 days to set it up, but we got there in the end. And now I just print off of my phone onto the printer. It connects by Wi-Fi, does it straight away. Nice and easy, job done. So yes, that's what the plan is today. I'm still in my pyjamas, by the way. So I'm not planning on getting dressed today. I'm not going anywhere. So it's only 9:15, so productive morning, done loads, printing this off. I'll go and pop this on charge because I've only got 8% now. And then once I've done some planning, I'll pop back on and show you what my planning is. Yeah, see you later.